from starvation, killing, and overworked. Starvation, killing, kill a lot. And the killing is funny because my cousin, they kill a lot of my cousin and my aunt, my uncle, because some part they say they kill it because we look like Vietnamese. And some part they kill it because they say we are Chinese. And actually, they're right. We are part of Chinese. Cambodian have very dark skin. That's the real Cambodian. But like us, I'm the third generation Chinese in Cambodia. My grandfather from China, but he married the Cambodian woman in Cambodia. So we are like mixed, but we still have a light skin. And the Khmer Rouge didn't like that. The Khmer Rouge thought that the Chinese are richer because they are, what they call that, pure Srai Le Knong Ri Min Nei Tha Yeung Min Loi Ka Nanga Mau Pi Chi Chuan, and which is not true. We work so hard for whatever we have, and but that is their mentality. So when the communists took over, only like over 3 years, about 45 of member of my relative are all dead. So only around like 15 left. And my family is the lucky one because we live in the place that not too much starvation, and only my father died. And but the rest are not that lucky. After my father died, I feel like I'm the head of the family. I have to stay in the family and helping the family. So I didn't want to come to America. I know America it will be like, we feel like, oh, that's like heaven. You go to America like, oh, that's heaven, But I feel like my obligation is I have to stay at home and helping the family. Because me, like, I'm like 18, so I'm old. But the rest is so young, and my mom would be like a widow. That's why when I don't want to come, I want to stay and help the family. But of course I know that because we always talk, when we were young, we always talk about America, we always talk about friends, those countries are rich country, civilized country, developed country. So we know that come to America is the best we can think about, but I didn't want to come because I want to stay and helping the family. But my mom keeps saying, oh, you have to go. Còn anh tao chlong pot, I chui của xa vinh bàn. When I came, there's still a 50-50 chance. We as a refugee, we have to walk from Cambodia to Thailand. We have to walk, nothing to ride, So we walk across like the landmine. So I know that I can step on the landmine and die. Or if I were lucky, then I'm okay. Then maybe I get to America and then helping, make money, and then maybe we can help the family. That's what my mom intention. I say, hey, Mom, I don't want to go. I want to stay here and help. He said, no, you have to go. If you step on the landmine, then you die. But if you don't, you get to America, you help your sister and your brother here. Because here we are so poor and we don't know what to do. And not only that, we are second-class citizens, because like the Vietnamese fight with the Chinese, and then they classify the Chinese in Vietnam to be a second-class citizen, and then their policy are carried to Cambodian too. When they control Cambodian, they round up all the Chinese and they like classify the Chinese in Cambodian as a second-class citizen. Because they did that in their country. But when they come to Cambodia, they did the same. So we become like a second-class citizen. And that's why I know how it feels to be a second-class citizen. Is a mess up, you know, is a mess up. Now I'm stuck. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm an American, and I don't feel like, you know, it's funny. I don't know, in my life I always feel like this, like stuck in the middle. Like when I grow up, we are, I'm like consider myself half Chinese, half Cambodian. So the Chinese would say that you're Cambodian. You're not the Chinese. And the Cambodian would say, you're not Cambodian, you're the Chinese. And now in here, I feel like I'm stuck again. I don't feel American, and then I don't feel Cambodian. When I go visit Cambodian, all Cambodian people know that I'm not Cambodian. You behave like American, but when I'm in here, I don't think I behave like American, you know? So it's like, yeah, I'm stuck now. When I went to the Cambodian, they feel like, no, you behave different. You don't behave like Cambodian, so you must become from America. I say, yeah, I'm from America. But then when I live in here, I don't feel like I'm American, you know. Cambodia. Now I understand the word no place like home. Before I didn't understand. One time I went to Cambodia, and in that village, they bring the minority people from the jungle come to live in the city. They provide with like the flashing toilet, with the running water, and they let them live, you know, like good place, good house. I went there to look for them, and when I got there, I look around and they're not there. So the people that, those people there told me, oh, they ran back to the jungle. Then it kind of triggered my heart, you know, it's kind of clicked me. Then I know, yes, no place like home. That when I start to understand. But and then when you don't think about that, if you just say, hey, this is the developed country and this is the developing country. Cambodian is a developing country, everything poor. But you still kind of like, deep in your heart, like you still want to be there sometime, you know? So that's why when I understand those jungle people, I say, now I understand. In the jungle, they don't have running water, they don't have like good house, you know, they don't have good food, but they still miss their home. That's when I understand no place like home. Like I live in America, it's better living condition, a lot better than in Cambodia. But if I believe in reincarnation, why do I still want to be buried there and then born as a Cambodian, you know? Because there's no place like home.